Welcome to the Rayne Clio RS 200 for the very last time, as I have sadly sold this car at long last, but I will get onto that later on in the video. Today I just want to relive this car, I haven't driven it in a while, reel off my thoughts and opinions as what this car has been like to own, and I've got to say it has been absolutely fantastic and I will sincerely miss this car. Now, first impressions of the 200, I was initially intrigued by them by my trip to the Nürburgring around this time last year. Quite a few people did have them there, and I thought that looks like such a absolute hoon of a car to drive. I've got to have one. So I bought my first Clio RS, which was of course my silver 197. I didn't mean to flash that guy just then. So yes, I bought my silver 197, which was a fantastic car, but it did have its little issues, and I sold that car and made a little bit of profit on it. I then progressed to this, the 200, which is realistically the model I wanted. I think it just looks a little bit better being the facelift model, and of course with the additions of these Recaro CS seats, it's completely transformed the car. Now this car belongs on a good old B road like I am on now. This is what this car was built for, a good old blast around the B road, and it is so much fun. I feel this car grips a lot better as well now. I did end up changing all four of the tyres. I went with Cumo PS71s, which are a very good performance tyre, but on a budget, and I've had these tyres before on my Z4 Coupe, and I've got to say they are absolutely fantastic. But what's different about these ones is I've gone 10mm wider than the OEM tyre setup. So with 10mm wider girth on the tyres, I feel it handles a lot better than it already did from factory. Honestly, it's such a good car, this. You can just rev the absolute nuts off it. Yes! Oh, it is an absolute joy to drive, and I am going to sincerely miss this car. Honestly, I have loved it so much, but the time has come. I don't really drive it. I've kind of run out of content ideas on it, to be honest, and I did want a fairly quick sale to get out of it so I can get something else. And that leads me on to what would replace this car. I genuinely have no idea. I want to spend around 5 to 6 grand, and I'm really struggling for ideas. I could get another Z4, but I've had 4 or 5 of those, so probably should try something else. I don't really fancy a Golf or a Civic. What I would really like, to be honest, is a Honda S2000, but they are still very strong money. So if you guys have any suggestions, then do let me know in the comments below. But I am honestly torn, because this has been such a great car, and it's got such big boots to fill. The replacement has big boots to fill. Like, what can I get that's this much? Woo! Now it's a shame that I'm not going to keep this car for a longer period, because I would like to do track days and things like that and various modifications. That would be very fun, but realistically it was never a car I intended to keep long term. It's, you know, it's not one of those cars what's the word? It's not like the R8, which I would have bought because it's my dream car. It's the car I would have had for a very long time. It was a car I found interesting initially. I still do, to be honest. I just wanted to buy it, to try it, and then just tick it off the bucket list. Say, yes, I've owned one of those cars, and I can confirm it is brilliant. Woo! So then, how much money did I make on this car? Like I mentioned, I want to be completely transparent with you guys and bring you along on my car buying journey. So let me pull on over and I will talk to you about how much this car owes me and how much I sold it for. So then, how much did I sell my Rayne Clio RS 200 for? I mentioned in a previous video, I want to be completely transparent with you guys on my whole buying and selling journey. So this car owes me just under £6,000 because I did decide to go ahead and have all 4 tyres changed. Now, I initially wanted around 7.5 grand for the car. However, I think at the moment it's a very tough car to sell, and I do feel like the market is coming down down ever so slightly. Plus, every single person who inquired about the car asked, has the water pump been changed and has the cam belt been done? Now, I don't have the history for that, so I can only assume it hasn't been done. So every time I said no, it hasn't been done, it put the buyers right off. They didn't reply and they weren't interested in the car. So I reduced the car down to 7,000 and agreed a deal on 6.5. So that is a little small profit of around £540, which is still a very good day. It's better to make money than lose money. However, obviously I did initially expect a lot more at the very beginning, but there it is. The car has sold for £6,500, and I'm going to be very, very sad to see it go, because it has been truly such a great car to own and drive. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you won't miss the RS200 too much. It does open up and free up some cash, so now I can go on to other projects and buy other cars to tick off my list. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on this car's replacement, and of course the Audi R8 fire, which is still ongoing and getting quite messy with solicitors. But anyway, make sure you stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Thank you as always for the support, and I'll see you in the next one.
Love and try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like